Imagine this, March 3rd, 1979. A young woman leaves dinner with friends. She's 31, has a job, a life ahead of her. She never makes it home. Her body is found beaten and murdered in a parking lot. Police collect DNA evidence. They investigate. But her killer is never found and walks free. He lives his life. He ages. He moves states. He thinks he's safe. Until 2024, when modern DNA technology does the impossible. It finds him, living in North Carolina, 82 years old. This is the story of Kathryn Donohue and how justice, after nearly half a century, finally caught up. It was Friday, March 2nd, 1979. Spring was teasing Washington, D.C. Kathryn Teresa Donohue, 31 years old, secretary from Arlington, Virginia, decided to enjoy the evening. She went out for dinner with friends in Georgetown. Lively neighborhood, packed restaurants. The kind of night you remember fondly. Kathryn wasn't a public figure, no high profile. Just an ordinary young woman, a daughter, a friend, someone with plans and dreams. She laughed with her friends, she ate, she lived her life. Late that night, she left to head home to Arlington, only 7 miles away. A routine drive. She never arrived. Early Saturday morning, March 3rd, someone cutting through a parking lot in Glen Arden, Maryland, made a horrific discovery. Kathryn's body, beaten, raped, murdered. Prince George's County Police launched immediate investigation. Homicide detectives swarmed the scene. They collected biological evidence, DNA swabs from her body, clothing fibers, everything 1979 forensics could capture. Witnesses were interviewed, leads were followed up, tips were called in. Nothing. No suspects matched the DNA profile. No witnesses saw anything definitive. The killer vanished into the night, literally and figuratively. Kathryn's case went cold. Her DNA evidence went into storage. Her family was left with questions that seemed unanswerable. Try imagining 46 years without answers. That's not a lifetime. That's more than a lifetime for Kathryn, who only lived 31 years. Birthdays pass without her, holidays without her laugh. Her friends marry, have kids, grow old. Her parents age, grieve, wonder.
Who did this to our daughter? Why? Is he still out there?
Cold case files gather dust. Detectives rotate. Leads dry up. Hope fades. But Kathryn's DNA evidence, it waited, preserved in evidence lockers, untouched but not forgotten, waiting for science to evolve. By the 2010s, forensic genetic genealogy emerged, a revolutionary technique using public DNA databases to identify unknown suspects through family trees. Could it work for Kathryn's case? Would it work after 40 years? Enter 2024. The Prince George's County Cold Case Unit decided Kathryn's case deserved another look. They partnered with Othram, a forensic lab specializing in ancient DNA cases. Othram extracted viable DNA from the 45-year-old evidence and created a comprehensive genetic profile. That profile went to FBI's Forensic Genetic Genealogy team, Not for your standard DNA database search. It was for something smarter, nor specific. Investigators uploaded anonymized DNA to genealogy sites, places where everyday people test ancestry. Before long, the matches started to appear, the distant relatives of the unknown killer. What followed was a 38-month-long workload for detectives, building massive family trees, eliminating innocent relatives, cross-referencing census records, obituaries, birth certificates, narrowing 100-plus possibilities to one man, Rodger Zodas Brown. In 1979, he lived in Hyattsville, Maryland, 7 miles from Kathryn's murder site. He was never a suspect and was living free for 45 years. Investigators obtained a sample of Brown's DNA, ran the tests, and confirmed it was a perfect match. So, in March 2025, with all the evidence gathered, SWAT team knocks on 82-year-old Brown's door in Pinehurst, North Carolina. Brown was arrested for first-degree murder, rape, felony murder. And Brown's reaction? Solemn, cold, unflinching, like he knew this day would come. Karma had arrived 46 years later for the crime Brown committed. In court, Kathryn's family's statement captured everything.
The relentless pursuit of the truth by investigators has finally given us a sense of closure we never thought possible after all this time.
Never thought possible. They had accepted defeat. They had prepared to carry the mystery forever. But now they know his name. Now they know where he lived. Now they know he faced handcuffs at the age of 82. The Prince George's police chief, Hank Stassun, proclaimed that this case exemplifies the dedication of our cold case investigators. The FBI genealogy lead, Ian Johnson, also stated that crime-fighting tools using technology can finally bridge these decades-long gaps for cold cases. For Kathryn's family, the technology finally provided the answers they sought. This case proves 3 truths. Number 1, justice doesn't expire. Even after 46 years later, accountability came to find Brown and demanded he settle his debts. Number 2, science will evolve. In 1979, the DNA was useless. In 2024, the technology in using genealogy to fight crime was revolutionary. Number 3, persistence always pays. The detectives, the labs, the FBI, they all refused to let Kathryn fade into obscurity. Rodger Zodas Brown thought time could erase his crime. It didn't. There are over 1,000 cold cases solved via genealogy since 2018, and Kathryn's is amongst the newest. The suffering families who wait decades pray to receive one gift: truth. Kathryn Teresa Donohue deserved justice, and after 46 years, she got it. Shadow Justice Files uncovers cases where truth finally prevails, cold cases solved, karma delivered. Subscribe for next week's story: a 16-year-old mom murdered in 1976. Her daughter confronts killer 49 years later. What case should we cover next? Comment below. Justice delayed, but not denied.